Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to the latest episode on the Scan Tool Network. In this video, as you probably worked out, we're going to be looking at the Ancel FX3000 kit, and we're basically going to be looking at everything you need to know before you buy, or 21 things you need to know before you buy it, or questions and answers about this tool. So what is the tool first of all? Well, it's a multi-system, multi-vehicle diagnostic scan tool that will allow you to hook up to your vehicle and find faults through it. Basically, if you take your car to a garage and you have a warning light on the dashboard, the garage will sometimes, well, generally every time, charge you for hooking it up to their machine. This basically puts the power in your hand, and if you want to give it a go yourself and fixing the fault, then it basically gives you the opportunity to do so by owning one of these tools. So it tells you where the fault is, and we'll get into that a lot later. Where to buy the tool. Now I'm going to put the links to this kit in the description below this video. One thing we do know about these tools is that unfortunately there are fakes and there are clones on the market. If you want to get a genuine Ancel FX3000 kit, then make sure you hit the link in the description below this video. That will take you to a genuine listing, a genuine product, and you won't have any problem with that kit at all. Like I say, there are fakes, there are clones on the market, just be very careful. How much is the tool? The tool at the moment is priced at £240. We're in November 2020 right now, so you know, as we move into 21, 22, then you know the prices may well change, but at the time of making this video, £240. How is the tool actually powered? Well, if we remove this cable here, you will see that the power completely goes off. The tool doesn't have any ability to put external batteries in or anything like that. You need to make sure you've got this wire plugged in. The other end of this cable goes into the vehicle diagnostic port, which in this vehicle is down there. So that's how the tool gets its power. It needs to be plugged in via the diagnostic port, and the power actually comes from the vehicle's battery. What manufacturers are covered? Well, let's take a closer look. So if we, from the main screen here, if we click onto diagnose and we go to scan, we can see the list of manufacturers. So we've got Acura, Audi, Ford, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Chrysler, Citroen, Dacia, Daewoo, Ford European, Fiat, General Motors, Holden, Honda, Hyundai, Infiniti, Jaguar, Isuzu, Kia, Lancia, Land Rover, Lexus, Mazda, Mini, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Opel, Peugeot, Porsche, Renault, Alfa Romeo, Saab, Seat, Skoda, Smart, Mercedes Sprinter, Subaru, Suzuki, Ford, Toyota Scion, USA, Ford, Vauxhall, Volvo and VW. So those are the manufacturers which are covered. Now within these manufacturers, which systems are covered? Well, let's have a look. Mainly for each vehicle, you're going to be looking at the four main systems. So the four main systems on any vehicle are the engine, the airbags, the ABS and the transmission. And this will be no different. So we're in a BMW 3 Series right now. We've got a check engine light on screen here, and I'm just going to show you the kit actually hooking up to the list of available systems. And like I say, you'll get engines, airbags, ABS, transmission. If you wanted to go for a more advanced kit which has access to other systems like suspension, air conditioning, power steering, you'd need to probably look at something like the iCarSoft CR Pro. But what I'll do is I'll put a link to that kit in the description below the video. So if we click onto manual select, and what we've got here is they've got two different options for the engine depending on which engine is installed. Then we've got transmission. So these two relate to the transmission. This actually does give access to active steering. This is the ABS and power steering as well, actually, and the airbags. So on this car, you've got a few additional options, but mainly, you know, expect for the wider range of vehicles, expect to get access to the main four systems as I've already mentioned. So what information does it give when you get a fault code? Well, let's have a look. So we've got a check engine light on screen right here. So we click into digital motor electronics, click onto read fault code, and we've got one of two faults. So with two faults here. The first one is a 28D600 hot film air mass meter, signal interrupt or short circuit to B+ ground. And the second one is 25F500 intake air temperature sensor signal open short to circuit plus B. So there was a slight problem with the MAF sensor, but we've connected everything back up. And so that's basically the information you would get. You would get a fault code and a description of the fault. And then to erase the fault code, it's just a case of going to clear fault code. Click on that. Keep an eye on the check engine light when I hit this button here. And there we go. Check engine light is gone. Succeeded to clear DTCs. DTCs stands for diagnostic trouble codes. Does it give live data? The answer is yes. While I'm in this module, we'll just go through. So it's going to give lots of live data. As you can see, you've got like engine speed, coolant temperature, engine oil temperature, and let's see, you wanted to find one more, such as oil pressure. There we go. So you select what you want. You can select all of them to get live data on all of them. So we've got engine speed, so it's live data. So as I put my foot in the accelerator here, see that value is increasing. Coolant temperature, engine oil temperature, and oil pressure as well. That is an example of live data from the engine system. You can get obviously live data from other systems like the airbag if you need to, the ABS, which is quite a popular one as well. Is it a touch screen? The answer is no. People sometimes think it's a touch screen, but you do need to use the navigation buttons on the side of the tool. How much are the updates? The updates for this tool are free for life. If you are ever asked for money to update your FX3000, then stay off that website completely. It's either not the correct website or you've been sold a fake tool, and sometimes the fakers, they're only out to get money from you and they will charge you for updates. Go to the official website and then you'll be able to get updates for this tool free for life. And how does it compare to the nearest rival, which is the iCarsoft CR Pro? Well, I would say, well, actually, before I get to that, what I'll cover is the special functions as well. So what special functions are included? If we go to the reset option, we've got reset ABS, brake bleeding. We've got reset BMS, which is battery changing, so if we put a new battery in. Brake reset is electronic parking brake. Oil lamp reset is if you've done a service and you've got a maintenance light or message. And then steering angle sensor is a reset steering angle sensor or calibration. The difference between the CR Pro and this kit here is that the CR Pro will give you way more access to way more systems. So you pay a little bit more for the CR Pro. Like I say, I'll put a link to that in the description, but the CR Pro for special functions covers a few extra as well. So it covers diesel particulate filter, which this one does not. It also does injector coding, which this does not. And is there anything else? I think there might be something else. I can't think off the top of my head though. I think it has about 8 or 9 special functions, whereas this only has 5. And also, as I say, it covers all systems. So it's always going to cover, you know, your alarms, your central locking, if you've got windows, doors, mechanisms, electronic systems in there, it'll cover everything. But this tool just really focuses on the main systems in the car. Where can you get help and support? Well, the help and support is available, well actually I say it's available, you really have to go through the Amazon seller that you bought it from. My experience with that though is, unfortunately, if there's a problem with your tool, and they generally won't know how to fix it because they are not trained in this sort of field. They don't really know the product. All they do is just sell it. So what you'll probably find is that if it's not working as it should be, they'll just say to you, "Oh, just return it for a refund. We won't offer you support. We'll just return it and we'll refund you." If it's working fine, then you won't have any problems. You won't have any need to contact them. Can it print anything? No, it can't print. Unfortunately, you just need to take all of the information from the screen. And what about languages? Languages, I think it does come in other languages. If we go to settings, there we go, language, English, French, Spanish, German, I think it might be Russian, I'm not sure, Italian, Portuguese, and Polish. And then box and instructions. So yeah, it does come with a box. I'll show you this box here. Probably a bit too close to show you it properly, but this is the box. basically outlines what it covers, and inside the box you will get quick start instructions, power cable. We're using a power cable from a different vehicle right now, USB cable for your updates, and yeah, that's about it. Nothing else under there. So is it easy to use, and would I recommend it to somebody who's never used one of these, or has no experience? I would say absolutely yes. It's impossible to go wrong with this kit. You can't do any damage to the vehicle, you can't do any damage to the diagnostic tool. So you just follow the on-screens one by one and you'll get to where you need to be. It's very simple, very easy to use, and you don't need any experience. You get a user who's had 20 years worth of experience versus a user who's had 1 day of experience will get exactly the same information from the tool, and it'll become clear on exactly how to use this tool. What about the other icons? Well, we've got a unit measure, so you can change the units. You can put the beeper on or off. You can record on or off. You can record what you're doing, and then if we go to the help option, it's just a few bits of information on what is available. That's the update. That's the update website, by the way. Okay. Does it double up as a tablet? The answer is no. This can only ever be used as a diagnostic tool. If you wanted to get a diagnostic tool which does have capabilities to double up as a tablet, look at the MK808. I'll put the link to that in the description below the video as well. But this can only ever be used as a diagnostic tool. And how fast is delivery? Delivery is generally 1 to 3 working days. So if you order on the Monday, chances are you'll have it by the Wednesday. Okay, and that's about it. That's about wraps everything up here. The update, the cable goes in there, and the SD card is in there. But like I say, I'm going to put the link to the genuine listing in the description below this video. It's important that you do go through that link, because it will take you to a genuine product. There are fake products on the market as well, so it's very, very important to be aware of what it is that you're buying and what it is that you're viewing. It won't be obvious that you are looking at a fake, because they do a very good job of making the fakes look like the genuines, but I know for a fact that the link in the description is the genuine product. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've taken something from this. I hope you've learned something from this, and ultimately I hope it's helped you in your decision as to whether you're going to buy this tool or not. Like I say, the competitors, iCars CR Pro, Autel MK808, I'll put the links to those kits in the description as well. I'll see you next time.